バイソンエナジーさんは日本にヘッドクォーターを置くグローバルの発電事業者です。
こんにちは皆さん。Currently we have present in different countries for the solar business.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。グリーンタレントハブの井口です。今回はなんとバイソンエナジー CEO のマイケルさんと財務企画部長のティファニーさん、そして開発部長のヘレンさんにお越しいただきました。皆さんよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
バイソンエナジーさん、ご存知ない方ももしかしたらいらっしゃるかもしれないですけれども、日本にヘッドクォーターを置くグローバルの発電事業者です。そしてCEO のマイケルさんが創業されたということで、会社の歴史ですとか、あとはマイケルさんご本人のキャリアに関しても深掘りしていきたいと思います。ではマイケルさん、簡単にバイソンエナジーさんの会社の概要を教えていただけますでしょうか。
こんにちは皆さん。Bison Energy set up the company from Japan 2016, and we actually started the business from 2017 April. The main business is the solar development and also the EPC management and investment. 1 year later, we also started a branch in Australian market, New Zealand, and also the European markets. So currently we have present in different countries for the solar business.
バイソンエナジーさんは今世界で何カ国に展開されていらっしゃるんですか？
Now we have the business in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Italy, Romania, China, and the United States. Around 7 countries.
7 countries。多くの発電事業者は日本だけにとどまっていると思いますけれども、どうしてバイソンエナジーさんは世界各国に展開することができたのでしょうか？
I think this is related with my career. So I'm personally doing the solar business more than 15 years and in different countries. So when I started the business in Japan, I think this is a very good chance for us to develop in Japan because the FIT is a very good scheme policy for us. And for other countries, because when I was doing the panel distribution in other countries, I have a lot of experience in different countries, especially in Europe. So that's why we also have established a branch in Europe.
日本はこれまでフィット制度に支えられて再生可能エネルギーが普及してきました。ただこれからフィットが終わってフィードインプレミアムに移行して売り手を探したり様々な変化があると思います。今後の日本においてどうやって再生可能エネルギーを広めていくべきだと思いますか？
I think now the policy in Japan from FIT to FIP and also some goes to the corporate PPA. I think this is the future, and also this is very good for for the renewable energy business because during the FIT time, the policy is fixed. So FIT price is fixed. So everything is very simple. So a lot of unprofessional developers, they just secure the land and then they sell the project's rights. So I don't think this is the right business. So now from FIT to the FIP and also corporate PPA, so we need more and more professional developers in this field. And also Japan compared with other countries, other countries already changed to the corporate PPA side. So in Japan, I think even now we have the FIP and the corporate PPA. This is have a very huge potential in the future because a lot of companies now they also facing the transition to use the green electricity in Japan. But the Japan situation is that Japan needs a huge electricity consumption, but you don't have many renewable resource in Japan. For example, now the renewable energy resource now is only solar and also the wind, also including some biomass. But the solar in Japan, facing the difficulty about the land sourcing, there are not so many lands. But for solar, including onshore and offshore wind, so offshore wind the development takes so long time, around 5 to 10 years. So I think the energy transition still rely on the solar business. So in this consideration, I think this is still very bright business in Japan.
バイソンエナジーさんの今後の事業の展開としては、太陽光発電、これをコーポレート PTA で提供することに加えて、あとは蓄電池に関しても注目されていると思いますけれども、どういった事業展開を今後考えていらっしゃいますか？
So we start from the solar business, and now from the solar we also start the new business like the onshore wind development, also the battery development. Why we start for the battery business? Because the renewable energy business is not stable. They are not like the nuclear power and also the traditional coal power energy. So since the solar and the onshore wind and also the generation of the electricity is stable, so the grid of the power company, they need more and more storage to support the grid more stable. But in this case, so the resource of the storage, probably now the lithium battery is the most economical way to do this. So that's why we start the development of the storage plants in Japan and also other countries. Now we already secured several projects in Japan for the battery, probably around 1 gigawatt hour.
グローバル展開しているバイソンエナジーさんから見て、どのように日本のマーケットを評価されてますか？
Because before I came to Japan, I was doing international business in different countries. So since I came to Japan, I mean compare with other countries, I think the Japan renewable energy business is quite simple, quite perfect, and also the credibility is quite high. So when we do the business in Japan, everything, every regulation is very transparent, and I think compare with other countries, Japan is more easily for me. Yeah.
フィット制度が始まった当初は比較的事業を進めやすかったと思いますけれども、今って太陽光を設置するための土地が減ってきて、またフィットも終わり、発電事業者としての事業環境はなんか厳しくなってるんじゃないかなと思うんですね。例えばオーストラリアとかアメリカですと土地が広くて、そこにメガソーラー砂漠に敷き詰めたりとかできるのかなと思いますけれども、日本における再エネ事業の可能性まだ十分にあると思いますか？
I think different countries are facing the different difficulties and also the problems. For example, in Australia, they have a huge land, but the main difficulty is that Australia only have 25 million people, so the consumption of electricity is quite small. So you can easily find a very heroic land, but the grid capacity is a problem. And the second issue is that the development cost in Australia is quite high. For example, in Australia, if you try to develop a 100 megawatt project, so the development cost may be around 200 million or 300 million Japanese yen. So real for plan. So and also with many risks. But in Japan, the main problem is about the land origination. So because Japan is an industrial country, we have a lot of consumption of electricity, but we don't have so much land. And also the community issue, we have to facing this community issue as well. We try to provide more sustainability and also harmonious service for the local community. You just mentioned that Japan has not so much land. But actually, the land is also quite huge. Compared with other like European countries. But for example, in Japan, the abundant agricultural land actually, from the data I read, probably can install around maybe 80 gigawatts. But because of the policy, it's very easy. It's very difficult to install the panel on the abundant agricultural land. One more thing is that the financing is very difficult because there is no such a bank or financing institution to finance for the agriculture solar business. So this agricultural solar business only rely on the corporate finance. So because of this, also the development is quite slow.
法制度の変更が望まれますね。
Bison Energy Japan can become one of the biggest standalone battery developer in this market.